If you have a narcissistic mother, you have to go through grief while she's alive. But your mother was an illusion. Your mother is what is actually referred to as the dead mother. When you have a malignant narcissistic mother, there's actually a term, the dead mother, because your mother was not a mother. Your mother was an illusion. Sometimes she was nice to you. Sometimes she gave you attention. Sometimes she acted like she gave a fuck. But a true narcissistic mother is not a parent. They're biologically a mother, but they are not there. I need to tell you this. You didn't have a mom. And I know that may seem extreme, but truly, malignant narcissistic mothers are absent, even if they're physically present. They're gone. They don't care about you. They may throw you a lavish birthday party once a year, but it's really more for them than for you anyway. They play appearances. They buy you Christmas presents, birthday presents, you know, they show up at the family party and they make sure you're all dolled up, right? They are mothers for appearances. They are not mothers. True mothers nurture you. True mothers support you. True mothers actually listen to you and are present with you. True mothers care if they hurt you. If a true mother hurts you, they apologize and they let you know that they messed up. A narcissistic mother is never going to do that. A narcissistic mother does not give a fuck about you. And I'm sorry to say it, but you got to hear it, because otherwise you will not understand the grief that you carry. Every person who is raised by a truly malignant narcissistic mother has to endure grief, and they don't even know it. But truly, you may feel it like an emptiness. It may feel like you always have to be in a relationship. It may manifest as clinginess, neediness, sensitivity to rejection. This is all because your mother did not love you, did not care about you, and constantly rejected you, neglected you, abandoned you, and betrayed you. So, because of that, in your adult life, you fear abandonment. You might be too clingy. You might be needy. You might be very scared to be not in a relationship, because you never had that stable parent presence that you needed. You were lacking love as a kid, and every kid needs it. They need nurturing and love and guidance and their mother's presence. You have a gaping hole inside of you that feels like an actual hole that tears your heart chakra apart, and you have grief and extreme loneliness or addictions or depression. You might isolate. You might fear relationships, right? You might get jealous in relationships. You might feel so much fear because your mom wasn't there. You didn't get a mom. You didn't have an actual mom. So you have grief from your childhood that you carry into your romantic relationships as an adult, into your friendships as an adult. And it causes addictions, it causes isolation, it causes suicides. Your mom was not there. You did not receive what you needed as a kid. So you got to unpack that in your healing journey. If you had a narcissistic mother, they were not a mother. So you have to grieve them. Even if they're still physically alive, you got to grieve. You got to cry. You got to sit with that feeling of emptiness, that feeling of not enough, or grief, or loneliness, or abandonment, because your mom was not a mom to you. Your mom wasn't even there for themselves. They were home, but they weren't home. And that's grief. That causes grief because you were the kid and you needed a parent, and they weren't a parent. They abused you. They used you like an object. They didn't even see your humanity because they're not in touch with their own. So you had a biological mom, but you didn't have a mom. You might have had good moments with her. She was nice, or she threw you a birthday party once a year, or she took you shopping, or You know, like she had her moments where she was nice to you, but you didn't realize when you were a kid, that's not enough. Those little breadcrumbs that she was able to give you are not real love, and she did not love you unconditionally. And every human deserves unconditional love. So when someone in your life, especially your mother, that's that primary role, doesn't actually love you because they're not even there, the grief that it causes is profound.